Hi everyone, I feel like I've completely neglected you guys, and I've just had a really busy couple of weeks with the kids, being on half term, trying to manage the business, look after the staff, look after all of the sites that we've got going on and the students, that I got myself in a little bit of burnout, guys, and I am really sorry for not posting my YouTube when I was meant to post my YouTube. But honestly, I've just been taking a bit of time for myself and been around the kids, and it's been Halloween recently. But I am going to take you with me today, as I am going to a site that we are already in planning with. It's a JV site with a student. It's got a really great amount of potential profit in it. It's in an amazing location. It's in Gerrard's Cross, so I thought I'd bring you with me. We're also meeting Will and the student of mine, Owie, there, so yeah, come along with me. Let's go. I mean, have I cleaned my car? No. Have I got kids' toys, Christmas presents, gymnastic stuff, football stuff all in my car? Yes. Wellies, you name it. How embarrassing. Is it just my car? Phil always says to me, like, why is your car such a shell? And I'm always like, well, it's the kids' car. It's not just my car, it's also the kids' car. So we are it's 2:30, I've got to be there for 3:30, so let's get a move on. We're literally going there today. I'm gonna get a bit of filming for marketing. We're gonna go meet the landowner. I'm not gonna be filming that because that's obviously a private conversation. So we'll go meet the landowner. We've got some additional terms to agree, and I just really wanted to help Owie out there. Owie out there, not Owie. Owie out there. Because yeah, it's a bit of a difficult conversation, so me and Will are heading down to provide the support for him for that, because this is his first site. So we just wanted to make sure that he's got the backing there, and I really want to go see the site anyway. Beautiful location. Gerrard's Cross is just gorgeous. I used to be a land buyer there. It used to be an area that I covered kind of like 8-9 years ago, so I'm excited to go back. So let's go. Whilst I'm driving, I thought I'd do a bit of a catch up. What's been going on in Land Profits? What's been going on in Ella's world? So obviously I showed you guys that we went away. That was lovely for the weekend with the kids. I just feel like this past month I've really tried to like prioritise like my own little family. Spending time with Phil and the kids, especially at weekends, switching off. I feel like it's so important. And you know, it definitely weighs heavy on my mind that like I don't want to miss out on my kids' childhood. Like I constantly think about it all the time. Me and Phil talk about it all the time, and I am really strict with my working hours, and especially when I've just obviously done the challenge, and you know that's over 3 nights. I really do feel bad that I'm missing out on those. I know they're only small things, but like bath time and bedtime, and you know I'm rushing in, rushing out, and on the phone, and I just hate that feeling that, you know, they're just looking at me like, and I'm just always too busy. So I've really tried to make sure that when I'm around I'm really present. The other thing I've been doing is that I've found my love of reading, because I think I'm on my phone all day. I just get so like in the evenings I do not want to scroll. There's nothing about my phone that I want to know anything about. My friends must hate me, but I just literally put it down, and we're watching a bit of telly, a bit of Traitors. But other than that, there's just nothing on other than watching films. So I found my love of books. I've done like 3 books in a week. I've finished 2 and I've started a 3rd. So I've done about 2.5 books in a week, which I'm just loving. But Land Profits has been super busy. We've had a lot of negotiations on sites going on at the moment, which is obviously Will's role, but lots of reporting to me, wondering what's going on most of the time. So we've got Fulmer Drive that I'm just on the way to now. That's in planning. That won't get planning until early next year. We've got Chichester Avenue, that is due to get planning in November, so just this coming month. We've got Conway Gardens that got planning, that finally got planning. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That got planning about 10 days ago now. So we have the buyer lined up. So we're going through legals with the buyer. And we're selling the house because we've had to purchase a house. That's on the market. So that's very exciting. That's got a great profit on it, and I'll be sharing those details once it's completed. And what else? We got Springfield. Springfield's due to get planning. They keep saying this. In the next 2 weeks, they emailed this morning, so that's good. We've got Holly Trees Hotel. That's another one that is due for November planning. So we've got a good amount that is just due to get planning this month and complete within like end of this year, early 2026. So it's just kind of sat around waiting really for my money to come back. It'd be great to get my $500,000 back that I've spent over the last year, but it's, that's the whole point behind it, is that we invested this money because we are getting it all back in planning, and it's good to see that we are getting all of these planning applications that are being really positive, and that they're all looking very positive, and that they're going to get planning. So that's great. We're not doing too bad. I always said, when I was submitted 18 planning application, how long is my 100% record really gonna stay? Like, I'm gonna get a rejection and have to walk away from a planning an option agreement at some point, but doesn't look that way so far. She's reigning her title. But yeah, that's really what's been going on with us. Just really family time, lots of planning applications, taken on a load of new partners this month, took on 20 new JV partners, so I had a onboarding call with them today. And by the way guys, I'm totally aware that my lips are so dry. I am on, complete side note, I am on Accutane, and I don't know if anybody watching this has been on it, but let me know how you found it. For my skin, after I had kids, my skin has just been awful, so I decided that I was going to go on Accutane, which dries your whole skin out. It can do a lot worse, like hair loss and all sorts, so lucky I haven't got that yet. I've only done a month, but dear God, haven't I got the driest lips. But yeah, other than that, that's a bit of a nutshell what's going on in my crazy busy life. I think over the next couple of weeks I'm definitely gonna still spend some more time with the children at the weekends and switching off, because I really can't be having crazy days every single day and just not switching off, I've realised. So I'm putting my foot down with it, but I shall see you once we're outside.
And then it's...
Which is a very good cup of tea. I don't usually have one until the evening with a Vicky. I normally say Ripple. But yeah, we're just checking the culvert, as there is a culvert. I don't know if you guys can see it down here, which we are, the drainage guys are just asking for some photos of kind of where that's positioned, to do with their additional drainage report that is being submitted. So that's what we're currently doing at the moment, but I'm letting the boys do that. As you can see, there's Will wading in. Are you going in, Will? Got your armbands on? I've done my fair share of site visits, climbing over bushes, climbing over fences. It's not one for me today, guys. As you can see, guys, it's now dark, so it's about 5:45 and we've just left the landowner's house. We managed to have a really great conversation and agree the additional terms that we needed to, which is great. I'm now heading back to try and get back for bedtime. But I'm currently standstill, so yeah, wish me luck. It's gonna be a pretty late night, I think. Hello everyone, I am doing a content day today, so I'm gonna do a bit of behind the scenes. We're trying to get some content for some new social ads, as well as a video that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, which I feel like it needs to be out there. So I'll show you a bit of behind the scenes. Not your everyday girl, that's for sure. Okay, so it is currently 12:45. I'm starving. We've done about 5 videos, I think, 4 videos. That's about it. We've got loads to go. The setup is looking pretty wild. I'm fucking starving. Hi guys, so I have a full day of one-to-ones today. I'm literally back to back. I think I've got about 16 one-to-ones. I'm actually already halfway through, but I've got somebody that's running late, so I thought I'd pop on and let you listen in on what entails on my one-to-ones. We have a real mix of new starter one-to-one calls, setting directions, tasks and targets to get on for the next couple of weeks. I always find this strategy is quite overwhelming when you first start, and I found that out a few years ago when I started, training people on it. And that's why I offer unlimited one-to-ones, because I get the best results when I give people my time. We get the best sites, and people understand the strategy the best when I am kind of holding their hand through it. So I'll let you guys listen into some of my one-to-ones. Okay, so I'm just about to join a one-to-one with Matt. Matt joined us earlier this year. He has hit the ground running. He has got a couple of really strong pipeline leads of some bigger sites. He's definitely focused towards the bigger sites. And he has one legally agreed, which we're pretty much at the point of exchange on the promotion agreement, which is great. We're just waiting for the searches to come back. That one's for 25 units, and it's nice and local to me, which is great. So yeah, let's jump into the one-to-one. How are you getting on with your site?
Yeah, going on well, guys. I'm just obviously waiting for searches to come back. What searches do you do then?
So they are...
Can you explain that to me just so I know?
Yeah, so we do like a mix of local council searches, like utilities searches, drainage searches. Like pretty much when you buy a house, you will do the searches of that house, to know about the drainage, utilities. That's what we're waiting for. It usually only takes a couple of weeks, so it should be a couple of weeks until it should be any time now that they come back. I'm actually packaging your site up and going to speak to some funders about the site as well.
Well, that's good news.
I know.
What's it saying? What's it looking like?
It's looking good. I've got some really good conversations going. So with a couple of funders now. So I've got 2 funders on board. So we've got 2 funders that are looking at different sites for us, but obviously yours is a larger site. So how many are we looking at? 48? Is it 48 units?
No, it's only 25, isn't it?
25. Oh, I've got it mixed up with Oak Lodge Nurseries. I've got so many bloody going on, it's hard to keep up with them all.
That's Jason's, I think, because that's been going on for a while.
No, that's another one. He's got another one in flat units. Yeah, there's so many, especially now that I've got a lot that are also in legals, and then other ones that are assigned into and headed into planning. But yeah, so I'm...
So it's looking good. Do you think we have it planning soon then?
Next step we just need to sign the promotion, get it signed into the promotion, get it off to the funders. Well, the funders will be looking at it in the next 2 weeks. I've got Georgia doing the investment pack at the moment, getting it looking great, and then we'll go out for funding, and then we'll be heading into planning.
Sweet. So that process you're doing now, talk me through that. So what's the funding? What are you funding for?
So on larger sites, it's new to what we'd been doing, because obviously I've always been self-funded. Yeah. But now that I've got a few of the larger sites, we're over 20 units. It will be good to get some funding in to help with the cost of planning.
Cool, lovely.
And then
we'll get that done. I know that he's keen. He was hoping that it'd be planning by Christmas, so I said to him there's no guarantee. We're waiting for the searches. the paperwork, the legal side of things seems to be going off right. They've all received the draft copy. He said they're going to get that sent back to their solicitor this week. So by Friday they have to send it back, I think.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, Phil's making so much racket in the kitchen. I can't bloody hear anything other than running water and racket. So once we get the searches back, we can go ahead, exchange on the promotion agreement, enter into the promotion agreement, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, good, perfect. That is looking good.
Had a meeting with the accountants that you recommended just to go through questions that we had and things.
Yeah.
And the website's done now, so I think all he's got to do is add out, because we've just bought a work phone.
Brilliant.
So we've got the number for that now that he's going to update later today. So that's all ready to go now, he said. We had a meeting with Sam, I think it was last week, to go through a few sites. And she seemed pretty happy, to be fair. She gave us some tips on what to look for, things that we'd missed looking at it, just things that we didn't realise. I think now we've got about 150 sites saved that we've looked at.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's really good. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, so we've tried to, it's a bit of a mixture, background, side parts, some whole kind of site redevelopments.
Well done. So you've got some knockdowns in there, have you?
Yeah, so there's a few industrial sites that we've seen. Well, I say industrial, kind of like business sites that we think might be a bit of a good opportunity.
Yeah.
One question, in terms of if you kind of get a site that is just an actual residential plot, if it's kind of run down and you want to redevelop that, planning kind of funny if the plot isn't in a bad condition, if that makes sense. Does it have to be kind of really run down?
No. The house that we're kind of knocking down at the site where we've just got planning for in Godstone, Surrey, well, technically not officially, but we've been told that we're getting planning on it. That's not in a bad condition. We're just knocking it down for flats. It doesn't have to be. It's just financially, when you get to making the offer, we just have to look at the value that we're knocking down, because obviously there's a value there that we're going to be in negative with. So we need to make sure there's going to be enough GDV on the site to be able to make us in a positive, because we've taken a value away. Whereas with a blank bit of land, there's not really any value there. There's no house, so it's all kind of positive equity, really. So yeah.
Okay. So we've got about, I think it's about 150. I think it's a bit of a mixture of different sizes, mostly in the Midlands where we're living, kind of localish to us.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much there in terms of the website and everything like that. So it's just really what the next step is that you'd recommend. When can we get going?
You can send letters.
Oh, we're desperate. We're like, let's go.
Yeah, you can send letters. Okay, which is exciting. So with the letter sending, you can go on Searchland. They've got in the help box in the bottom, they've got a full video to break down how to send letters through Searchland. We do have a session with Searchland, which is Tuesday at 12 o'clock. We're having a group training session with Searchland themselves, so you can ask them any questions there if you are struggling with it, but I usually find the video is sufficient for everybody that watches it. So what you need to do is get your letter template, you upload that into Searchland, and then you'll be able to send your letters. Have you, just before I double check, have you definitely watched the training? Even if you've watched it, could you please go back and watch the training about dealing with landowners? Just so that you're really prepped about, the questions if they do, if they do ask you them over the phone, how I suggest to deal with landowners, especially in the first phone call. Just make sure you go back and watch all of that.
Yeah, that's